All right. Hello. Hello and welcome to the stream. My name is System, and I haven't been in this world for a really, really long time. So, apologies if I don't remember where anything is or if it looks like I'm a tourist in my own base. ah, so, yeah, I took it's been about 6 weeks, I think, give or take, since I posted or since I streamed this world, posted VOD, all that stuff in this world. 5 or 6 weeks. In the interim, I have been playing on a big group run called Vanguard, among other things. Uh, so yeah, this one got neglected a little bit. Um, hey John, what's up, my dude? Everything is going well. I'm in the hardcore world today. We're gonna do some building with looks like with sticks. Again, not to sound silly, but I do feel like a bit of a tourist in my own build because I haven't been in this world for such a long time. um, yeah, the worky grind. Yeah, I understand that. I'm off today. They actually tried to get me to go in tonight, and I'm like, no, no, no. I need to rest this nearly broken knee, which it's not, but I can ham it up for a couple more days. I do have a new brace on it, which makes it feel much better. Um, but no, we're gonna do some things in this world today. Gonna try to perhaps maybe get some creative building done, and or maybe work towards our first LV stuff, because I know I've got a little bit of steam done. A little more steam never hurt anybody. A little more steel never hurt nobody. So yeah. Um so yeah, John, fellow Vanguard player, super cool dude. The person who I got my the idea for my soap shop on Vanguard from. Of course, you know, I used the decoration that's available to me, which we will get to that later. Decoration is huge. I absolutely love decoration. It is my favorite thing. So that comes into play here really quickly. I've got 3 stories in this building, and there's plenty of room. I've got a little bit of steam over here. So, input, output. All right, is this fully built? Yeah, okay. All right, I didn't think that this was fully finished the way I left it, but okay. Man, this is so jank. Oh man, my inventory is jank. What? Oh no. Okay, so the first part of the challenge run is finding places to put things. Okay, all right. Jeez. All right, so we're gonna have to do some inventory upgrade for sure in this world. Um, that is definitely a thing that needs to happen. This is a hardcore run, as you can see down there in the. I've got 17 hearts. Yeah, it is a hardcore run. So I don't know how long this run is going to last, but I'm going to build nice things. And so, I do believe, and I'm not ready to like make any like hard and fast announcements, but I was watching Kat and Vin this morning, and watching them play in the nightly with a mod called Et Futura Requiem, Returnum, whatever, returns. I don't what we're gonna call it EFR for short, but EFR ports back a lot of modern Minecraft vanilla blocks into what will end up being GTNH 2.8. So, and I was just like, I was like gobsmacked because it's got moss blocks, it's got the copper blocks that oxidize, it's got all sorts of different things, and I was just sitting here like, every single thing that they were showing off on stream, I was like, oh man, this is the coolest thing ever. I want to use this in every single build from here till eternity. And then they got to the end where I kind of I kind of flipped that switch and made some decisions really quickly. With the modern lanterns and the hanging chains. Oh yes. Okay, so for any of the nerds that don't know, the modern has really, really cool looking lanterns, and they can hang on chains, and the chains themselves look really, really cool. And all of the other stuff that I saw, I was like, I can't wait to use these things. But then I saw the chains, and I know it's a little thing, but it was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, as soon as I saw those chains, I was like, I went from, I can't wait to use all of these things. I went from that to, I'm not building anything else in this game without those things. So, yeah, I'm kind of there. You guys. So this is kind of a, I titled this stream even, the end and the beginning. So, effective immediately. The Dwarven Stronghold run is on hiatus, and it is going to become a 2.8 run when that is viable. So yeah, the Dwarven Stronghold run is actually probably going to get split into 2 different runs, because I want to use the Void World that I've got in that run for actual proper Greg tech, and I want to use the overworld that I've got in that world for like full on world edit creative building. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I don't know how I'm going to square that circle. So I might actually like clone the overworld and put that into a creative only type situation or something. Because I love the world, I love the structures, I love building, I love the lore. I want to continue doing it in in a Greg Tech pack with Greg Tech blocks and so on and so forth. But I want to use the Et Futura, the EFR blocks in that build, and once that becomes a possibility, it'll become really apparent that a lot of the things that I was trying to do in the Dwarven Stronghold build, like the actual structure itself, is actually going to be it's going to actually come together with the EFR blocks that I didn't know that I needed, if any of that makes sense. So yeah, so I do appreciate you, John. John kicked the server back on for me last night, and I was going to stream from there today, but like I said, watching Vin and Cat this morning and seeing all the cool stuff in EFR, and then thinking about I was sitting in Vanguards thinking about streaming the Stronghold, watching Vin and Cat play their run on the new nightly with the EFR, and I think they might have Twist Space. I don't really know one way or another. We'll get to that. That's the beginning part of the name, the end and the beginning. I just kind of something clicked, something snapped in my mind. It was something was just again, I went from I can't wait to use all of these things to I'm not going to build without these things. And so, yep. So that is that for the moment. So again, John, thank you so much for everything that you've done for me. I appreciate you so much. You've been a kind and gracious web host for that run. If you want to put it back into limbo, that's fine. I'm probably not going to be in that world for any reasonable length of time for, at least a month. Who knows when 2.8's going to come out? Um, somebody even said the summertime. And so what would that be, like June? Really? Like, um, if you want to idle it, that's okay. If you want to, yeah, just go ahead and power it down. You don't have to send me a copy of the backup just yet. It isn't like final like that just yet, but there is a chance that if I do play the Dwarven Stronghold run in the immediate future, it would be nice to throw that up on an actual server and invite some other people on to perhaps help me do the tech while I do the building. And that could be a fun and interesting change of pace for that particular run. Um, I don't know. I don't know if you laugh, but it would be nice to let somebody else plan out the applied energistics while I'm dinking around picking flowers and placing blocks. You know what I'm saying? It would actually kind of work. I think, but that would probably take some like actual like for real hosting. Like, no offense to yours, but I wouldn't want to have to give out your IP or like put up like an IP mask or whatever it is that like the technology that we would have to do to make that secure. You know what I'm saying? Hey, world map, what's up, my dude? So yeah, the Dwarven Stronghold will make a triumphant return. um it will make a triumphant return at such time that 2.8 is stable and I can use all of the new cool things in the Dwarven build. So that's it on that one. The next one that we need to talk about is Vanguard. Vanguard has been fantastic. Like, we were going like gangbusters. Some of us, at least one of us in particular, was going too fast and being a total jerk about it. So at least that's the story that I heard. And so yeah, we Debo a little while ago, but just recently in the last few days, and of course I'm not going to talk about any specifics, but I know that every big group run trends towards having like one or two giga nerds doing all of the everything. I know that a lot of like the Hive run went like that, GOG run went like that. I think COG run went like that. Like a lot of big group runs kind of trend towards one or two giga nerds propping up the whole thing for a while, and I wasn't prepared for that. I guess it's been a long time since I've played a proper group run like that, but it happened rapidly on Vanguard, like almost overnight. Like, the only people that were playing on a daily basis were Jim's, Table Corner, and me, and I'm like, whew. Boy, that happened out of nowhere. uh, uh, yes. So again, I think that maybe it was the chaos of the whole situation. There was a lot of people said too many cooks in the kitchen. I was just embracing the chaos. I was just kind of running with it. In fact, I'm more. I would even go a step forward more into the chaos, so to speak. I'm all for some goblin mode. I know, yeah, John and some or all of family was on vacation the last so and so days, maybe up to a week, which no problem with you guys. In fact, Scarlet is like one of the biggest decorators on the server. Scarlet's contributions to the overall ambiance and vibe of the server is critical. So Again, I'm all about some cool vibes. I am all about some cool vibes. So I'm not I'm not leaving or stepping away from Vanguard by any means, but I'm going to take a step back from it and see how many people start playing on a daily basis, or a semi reasonable basis. Because I know that we had some people that couldn't connect. We had like people like Zayden that never could connect, and then we've got people like Yaski that are having trouble with our current like tech loadout. Like I think the LP pipes are basically preventing him from logging in. I don't know the exact details. There's a couple other people over there like Sean Hayes, another person that I really respect and admire. I kind of hope that he would play a little bit more. Um, I don't know anybody's situations necessarily, but again, there's uh, I like the big group runs. I really do. And I want to I'm happy to be part of Vanguard. I will be happy to be part of other future runs that may or may not be put together by me in particular. So we'll see. Again, I would love to open up the Dwarven Stronghold run to have some big brain nerds on there to perhaps kick the tech along while I get nice things to build. So that would be great. Uh, um, um, I was on Vanguard today and I printed out a whole bunch of stuff in the last 24 hours, give or take, on Vanguard. I printed out a stack of large chemical reactors, printed out a dozen um, uh, large gas turbines. I printed out a whole bunch of blocks for each of those. I printed out some printed out like two stacks of HV circuits, and then I printed out um there was some other things that I printed out, and then I printed out the hatches for a plat line. Basically, long story short, I'm trying to print out all the pieces for a plat line on Vanguard, and I think I'm there. There's like 20 quad input hatches over there now. There's stocking input buses. There's output buses. ME. There is. I put it. I've crafted some of the cards. I printed some. I think I printed some cables and whatnot. It's all ready to go. I'm just need to set up all the machines, get hook up power, and hook up AE. So that's like three different tasks right now. Set up platline machines, hook up AE, hook up power. I can set up the machines for sure, and I'm pretty sure that I can do the power because that's just gonna be like 8 or 10 large gas turbines running at a reasonable rate. I'll probably need to make an LSC to put over there for Platline, but that's not a big deal. Even if it's expensive at this stage of the game where we're at over there, look. I'll just spend a whole day printing pieces if I need to. It is what it is. Um, but but yeah, as far as Vanguard is concerned, right now it's gonna be if I log on there, it's gonna be to push some crops along and to set up a plat line. And there's probably nothing else that I'm gonna do on Vanguard until Vanguard upgrades into 2.8 and I get access to all of the new cool EFR building blocks that I want to put in every single build moving forward. So so that's where that is at this point. I'm not really that good at tech, but I will absolutely build Vanguard's plat line if nobody else is gonna do it. Um Yeah, I'm already on 2.8. Like my brain is already like fully on 2.8. So after seeing all the cool stuff that Vin and Kat were playing with this morning, like I just we've got moss blocks, we've got oxidizing copper, we've got the lanterns that hang on chains, we've got the actual like paths that you can, like, you can use a shovel on grass to make path blocks. You can like, just, it just goes on and on. We've got stripped logs. We've got all of the nether biome stuff, like the nylium and the logs and on all of that, all of those things. Like, um yeah, and that's what I'm scared about, world map, because if that is true, that puts an expiration date on my participation in the principal goings on that server at this moment, because I'm just kind of done. I'm kind of set. Like, EFR is my new favorite mod, and I'm going to go play it right now. You know what I mean? It's one of those types of things. Um, so yeah. With that being said, though, I'm not ditching anything. I'm not leaving anything. None of these series are done and final. But ooh, what am I short on? Ooh, what am I short on? Let's put you guys in here. So yeah, that's also probably true. But also, let me just be real, world map. We would probably need to get the big brain nerds back in there, and I know that somebody like DeBoss. I was calling him Debo there for a second. I know he was rubbing certain people the wrong way because he was very maybe his interpersonal skills are have something to be desired, but he was doing huge work on that server, like almost to the point where, like, he was going too fast for that group run. But I think we kind of needed some of that. We needed some of those big brain nerds to get in there and go a little, go a little crazy and put that tech um on GT Modern. Dude, that's cool, man. I am all about some GT Modern. I want to see it, like, mature a little bit and get all of the new cool features. But if you do GTNH on GT Modern and you just happen to need another random nerd to come and check it out, keep me in mind. Keep me in mind. But until then, again, I'm going to be playing. Uh, that's fair. That's fair. I'm going to be playing this one, this hardcore run for however long it lasts, and then in addition to this one, I'm going to start looking into. Again, I'm not very good at this kind of stuff, so I'm going to have to, like, do some stumbling starts, probably. But I'm going to see if I can hack together something that's basically one of the 2.8 nightlies plus one of the new twist space builds. And so I'm going to be doing a 2.8 plus twist run. If it's possible, I might need to do, like, this numbered nightly plus this build, this exact build of twist space to make that kind of thing happen. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking into. I don't know what's going to be possible for that, but that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing for an actual new stream or new series. I mean, honestly, if I find something that's stable that we can run one of the 2.8 nightlies plus the twist on it, and everything is stable and good, that could even be the type of build that I end up eventually putting the Dwarven Stronghold build run on. I know I'm dallying here, so let's actually get something done in this world. I know I'm just kind of like running around, ruining what little food or what little raw beef. I'm just gonna go harvest some crops, I guess. I've got plenty of crops. Pineapple is good, except on pizza. Get wrecked, nerds. I know we. I think Biru might be a pineapple on pizza person. I know. I know. They posted a meme in my Discord the other day in regards to that. So I am not. Uh, I have a friend who is a Java dev and has a crippling Balatro addiction, so I might have him cook something up. Holy crap. I love Balatro. I don't stream nearly enough to play a second game, especially with all the different GTNH type series that I've been playing lately. But if I did play a second game, Balatro is one of those options that would be like right at the top. I love Balatro. I've played a little bit of Balatro with mods, but most of my Balatro has been vanilla. I can't even remember the name of the mod, to be honest. It added a card pack that was kind of interesting. But I know there's a whole bunch of stuff in that direction on like the community hub type stuff. I love Balatro. It's so much fun. So we have two solar boilers, and they probably need to get moved somewhere because it's interfering with me putting up more decor. But yeah, I need to move these scaffolds a little bit. This one right now, no. This one is still in 272, but probably as soon as I'm done with this stream exactly, I'm gonna look into what the most stable nightly is. I just don't know if I want to move a hardcore run into a nightly, because if there's any like crippling bug or something like that, this run could be over from a technicality, and I just, that doesn't leave a very good taste in my mouth. Um, but there is a possibility that I'll be moving this to a nightly as well. Uh, Someone ported OC to 120 and another dude ported forestry and dentistry. Really? That's interesting. So maybe like a 120 type build. I know there's a whole bunch of stuff for 120 out there in the modded world. If I can remember right. I could be tripping. Maybe it's 121 that I'm thinking of. Or no, actually I'm probably thinking of 116 then, aren't I? I'm out of the loop. Yeah, don't listen to me. I'm old man yelling at clouds. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go pick some crops. It's a simple life, but it's worth it. Let's just pick some crops, you guys. What's next? We'll put that in there. Take this out, and then cucumber or squash. What do we got? Actually, probably cantaloupe would be good. IC2 has official builds on 119. That's awesome. Tinkers is an alpha for 120. I heard about Tinkers and I was very intrigued. I never actually looked up what was going on with that, but modern Tinkers is very interesting. Because I wasn't a fan of any of the, like, I know there was a lot of like Tinker substitutes, quote unquote. I know like Silent Gems tried to do that for a little while. I know there's a bunch of other stuff that was kind of trying to be the new Tinkers as far as like early game, weapons and tools and armors and being able to, you know, fill the certain kind of void that the smeltery does. But yeah, Silent Gear is not the best at all. And I know it got outstripped by other things, but I haven't played those types of mods in a long time, so I'm not going to speak from ignorance because I just don't know what I'm talking about along those lines. But yeah, I can't wait to play seeing a modern tech pack that isn't hot garbage would be great. I'm cautiously optimistic for Mana Factory, but I know that it's really just a beta, and like it breaks down in the mid game, and it doesn't have an end game from what I've heard. But that could just be GTNH nerds hating on Mana Factory. uh, Thaumcraft with R's. I like R's. I haven't played R's in a long time. That would be kind of fun. There's a lot of Magic mods that I played back in the day that either like they weren't in the right pack, or they weren't implemented properly, or stuff like that. Like Ars Nouveau was in packs that I liked, but probably wasn't implemented very well. Astral Sorcery is another thing that I want to play again. Roots was something that I wanted to play again. I don't know if you'd call Quark a magic pack, but maybe I'd take another look at Quark. Or magic mod, not magic pack. What am I talking about? Everything's a pack these days, you guys. Everything's a pack. Let's just settle that. Let's see. I'm cleaning my glasses off. I'm sorry. Give me just 1 second. Oh, streamer bad. 30 minutes into the stream, haven't built nothing. Streamer bad. We're gonna have an ad here in just 20 seconds or so. Yeah, I'm going to get some pieces together and build something, and we'll come back and we'll do actual Greg Tech. Thank you guys. Let's get this going. Yeah, world map hacks. No, I'm just joking. But no, any prime boyos out there? Anybody that uses a proper blocker? I'm kind of in that situation myself. Sorry, not sorry. Something. Yes, that is a fantastic something. Thank you so much, John. Again, thank you so much for everything that you've done, hosting my single player world for what, a good solid 18 months. I can't even think of how long that was. That basically my main GTNH run was up on your personal box. Thank you very much. It's that is something that that I really do truly appreciate, and I'm still appreciative of it. Even though we've kind of idled it today. Again, as good of hosting as I've had, it is as good of hosting as I've had, even if that is a small sample size. I do want to try to get one of those, because at one point in the past, John was talking about you could probably run a home server with and he rattled off all the different things that you would need, and he's like, it'd be like $500, and you'd run it on, I think, Plex or something like that. I don't know how to use any of that stuff, but it's all relatively straightforward. It wouldn't take too much for me to set that up, and I probably, Proxmox, that's what it was. There it is. I actually have the money, and it wouldn't really be a problem for me to order all those pieces and set that up. Here's the problem, though. I live in a 1-bedroom apartment, and all of the blinking lights and all of the running electronics tend to be kind of detrimental to my just kind of detrimental to my my living space. I don't know how to I don't know what I'm even saying there, but like just having a whole bunch of stuff running, all of the RGB just drives me insane. Uh, I've got an RGB keyboard right now, and I'm literally going to cut the cord on this thing as soon as I buy another one. Yeah, lights and fans, anything that's making a lot of noise while I'm trying to sleep at night, and while I still don't have a good face mask. I've got a face mask, but it's not a good one. Yeah, the lights cover them. Another thing that I've done with lights is Sharpie them. I'll Sharpie them, and that really does help with dimming them, but still letting them be visible. Because I don't really care what it looks like. I'm not leaving a box pristine. I don't care if I've got Sharpie marks on it. I could care less. But yeah, Sharpie does work to dim lights. I probably need to dim them like one step more than that, but whatever. Welcome back, everybody. I was just kind of musing about setting up my own home server, and I'm I'm a bit when I'm trying to sleep, all of the blinking lights of running machines and this and that kind of get to me. So yeah. Yes, though that's another thing that I could look into is those types of stickers. So there are absolutely solutions to the minor problems that I would encounter um, running my own home server, but the benefits outweigh the negatives. So, John, I might be talking to you in the next month, 6 weeks, give or take, about maybe like, what kind of pieces should I get, or maybe more like what kind of things should I avoid, and then I'll just see what I can get at a reasonable rate at this point in time. um, I've also been thinking about um, well, hey, my friend, we have a whole Vanguard server that we can sit in voice channels and chit chat. Uh, even if I'm just gonna go there and pick flowers for a while. uh, I said pick flowers. I should have said like tending crops, but whatever. Same difference. It doesn't matter. Right now, I'm running Space Plant and Fertilia over there on Vanguard, and the Space Plant is going to take question mark. It might be done tomorrow. Fertilia is probably already like half done now, even though it started much later. I am going to go change those crops probably after this stream, or at least the Fertilia. I'll go check on it. But for now, we've got three small coal boilers, but now we have steel. Yeah, we have steel right here. It exists. Discord for calls and conferences. Yes, yeah. Discord makes things a lot easier. It's kind of like, it's everything that Skype wanted to be. It's still not perfect. It's still not ideal doing everything on Discord, especially like I'll get to some detrimental points of Discord in a second, but yeah, the benefits outweigh the negatives. It does suck that like it seems like a lot of forum type information has been moved to Discord channels, and if for whatever reason the owner decides to delete the channel, poof, there goes an infinite amount of information just out into the ether that you're not going to get back. Like there's no backups for Discord channels. There's no backups for the information that's contained therein. I don't, maybe somebody has coded something up like that, but I don't know about it. Just think about all the Discord channels that if they happen to get deleted on accident, would just all of that information would just vanish and not exist anymore. So for as good as Discord is, it should not be it shouldn't be used as a forum. if that makes sense. It's against TOS to archive deleted messages. Ooh, that's spicy, world map. That is actually spicy. So if you tried to archive something that got deleted, you'd potentially be in violation of the TOS. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Um, that is a wrinkle. That is certainly a wrinkle. Not okay. Yeah, I mean it is black and white. Yeah, the way that you said it, but that is certainly a wrinkle. So, well, I guess what we need to be doing right now is let me go harvest some logs. You know, I'm so used to having the the stairs going straight out the front door. I'm never going to get used to this. I need to put a fence up. That might be the next thing that we do is put a fence on that. Ibiru, what is up? What is up? Let's see. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah. It does maybe seem like a gray area, but I could see those cases one way or the other. Let's take some of this jungle log. Cuz we've got to get some charcoal. We're going to need to we're gonna not only are we going to need to make more steel, but we're gonna have to run these boilers because the solar boilers are not going to cut it. Like I can maybe run one machine at a time off the solar boilers, but really I should be looking into if I can make more of the solars right away because we're just gonna need that much energy. And I think I should have emptied these creosotes before I restarted it, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Um. Yes. Yes, do it. Embrace the dark side. It's called all that pollution. uh it's not pollution, it's chaos confetti. Ah. Oh yeah, I was making a collection of Pam's trees. So the idea that I had on this server or this run was that I wanted to put out an orchard of Pam's trees. I kind of wanted to do something similar on like I did on the Dwarven Stronghold run and have two trees for every single variety. But I'm thinking I kind of want it to be terraced a little bit. I've always done Pam's tree farm orchards on like a single Y level. And so I'm thinking about terracing it and making it look a little bit more natural on this run. But I don't know what that entails, and I don't know like where that would be, and it's probably going to be a lot of work for something that's kind of like mid at the end because like how long is orchard food going to be viable for? And like once I get all my hearts, like am I gonna be eating anything? It's just gonna be healing axe. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I think I think the orchard is gonna be a project that's gonna probably be on hold. And who knows? I could very well die in the next adventure in this hardcore world. I don't intend to, of course, but yeah. Let's see. So we have solar boiler power. And so I'm going to do a little bit of forge hammering here, but I don't think I can run anything else right now on cold coal boilers. I need to kick these things on pretty quickly. Ugh, man. Who is this loser that doesn't know how to sort his chests? Holy crap, man. How do you even live like this? Alright, charcoal. Okay, here. Alright, we are in full on like survival mode here, folks, I guess. Jeez. We'll do 2 boilers for the moment, I guess. We're gonna need way more steel than this. Let's just do the rest of this. And then hold on. How much do we have total? A stack? That's nice. I didn't miss any, did I? No. Oh no. Is this it? Alright, this is it. We have a stack plus what I just put through for plates. So that's gonna be... Ooh, that's gonna be rough. Let's see. My next run will be pollution free. Ooh, that's cool, John. That's I've always played with pollution on. So that's actually kind of cool. That would be neat. Vanguard has pollution off, so I'm kind of getting a taste of it there. It's funny. I was gonna make this joke in one of Adidia's streams that he was asking everybody to watch his multi-block tier list, which everybody should. Again, Adidia has made a GTNH multi-block tier list, and the video is up on YouTube. Everybody go watch it. I don't have the link. If somebody posts it in chat, I'll say okay to it. I don't know if people can post links or not, but whatever. But the joke that I wanted to make was like 2 minutes in, he talks about the electric air filter, and he's like, electric air filter, it's trash, get it out of the game, nobody plays with pollution, get pollution out of the game, it's all garbage, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, nope, unsubscribed, nope, unfollowed, sorry Adidia, nope. But no, it's just jokes. It's just jokes, but I thought it was pretty funny. Me here myself. Oh hey, a real hardcore run. Yes, Vin. Hello. What's up, my dude? I was just kind of I'm really dragging my tail here, making some better things, and I think one of the things that I'm gonna do is upgrade these coal boilers, because I'm just gonna need better power in this hardcore run, because we're gonna kind of go to the end of Steam, and maybe, you know, like, fingers crossed, potentially the scratching the surface of LV at the end of this stream. Probably not, but maybe. The name of the stream is The End and the Beginning, so you know, Vin, you might want to hear this, because I was talking about this at the beginning. As I was watching you guys play this morning, with the EFR et Futura Returnum, whatever the hell it's called. I'm going to call it EFR because I can't remember, and words are hard. As I was watching you guys play with that, it's like, okay, you know, like the moss blocks. Okay, that is amazing. I can't wait. And then you showed off the next thing, and it's like, oh my God, that is amazing. I can't wait. And then you showed off the next thing, and I'm like, the oxidized copper, and then there was this, and there was that, and it was this, and I was like, I cannot wait for all of these things. And then you showed off the lanterns one last time, and then you probably remember it. I asked about the chains. I was like, oh my god, and the chains are in there too. And then yes, the chains are in there too. And something flipped in my brain, and I went from I can't wait to use all of these things to I'm not building anything else until I have these things. And it's like something flipped. Like a switch got flipped in my brain, and like I cannot wait. Absolutely amazing stuff. So the rehash of what's going on is Dwarven Stronghold Run is going on hiatus until such time that I can port it to a 2.8 world and or partition off the Dwarven part of the build for a truly creative world edit style build. Like actual creative building in creative, actually get the project done build. Chains would go super hard in the Dwarven build. Oh, 1,000%. I need the moss blocks. I need mossy cobble. I need the oxidized copper. I need stripped logs. Like every single thing, my dude. Every bit of it. I need it in the Dwarven run. And then for the other half of the Dwarven run, Decoherence, the Void world, I want to move that void dimension to a new, like I want that to be my base in 2.8 Greg Tech for tech, if that makes sense. So either way, I'm kind of waiting for 2.8 to play that again, and I might even partition the two halves of that particular playthrough. So I don't know yet. Nothing's set in stone as in regards to that. And then the other thing that I've been playing a lot of is Vanguard. And you know, Vin, you might lament this for a multitude of reasons. The player base has kind of come down to a kind of a minimum viable player base. We'll call them MVPs, you know what I'm saying? But I've printed out everything we need for Platline, and I'm still printing crops, but I think that's probably going to be the majority of what I get done on Vanguard. And then I'm going to kind of take a step back and see who's still among us. Let's just say, like, who's still pushing the ball forward, because I haven't even seen Ducky on there for a few days. So let's be real. Yeah. And it's again, it's not, I'm not leaving there, and I'm not sad about anything like that. This is a super cool build. I like all of the people there, and a lot of the things that I've done on that server are things that I'm either going to go back and clip with Schematica, or take 1,000 pictures of, or potentially those are the kind of things that I might clip and build in creative if I am not actively creatively building there right this second. I even said that I might not build on Vanguard again until it goes to 2.8, but then World Map jumped in and said Vanguard might not go to 2.8 at all, or we might be done with that run by the time 2.8 comes out. And I'm like, yeah, you know what, you're right. So I'm just gonna kind of I'm gonna take a step back, and instead of being like the giga nerd that's propping up the server right now, because really it's me, Gems, and Table that are the only ones that are playing every day, I'm gonna take a step back. I'm gonna work on crops. Yes, thank you. Vin is an awesome dude. But yeah, I'm gonna work on crops still. I'll probably still play around with palette choices and stuff like that. And yes, I will build that plat line. I've got a full plat line ready to go, including quad input hatches, stocking input buses, the output bus MEs. I printed off 30 HV energy hatches. I printed off 10 EV energy hatches. We've got enough coils to run dedicated EBFs for all of the reciprocated sands and all the other BS that has to go through everything. We'll steal the large sifter from the HV building for that setup, but otherwise everything else will probably be brand new. We might have to up like ammonia production. We'll probably have to set AE drives for random stupid things like ammonium chloride and like reciprocated palladium liquid, or you know what, all this stupid stuff in Platline. Because I don't know if we're going to have like real actual fluid storage for any of those intermediary products, or if it's just going to be like work level storage for all of those intermediaries. But yeah, so again, long story short, Dwarven Stronghold run full hiatus. Vanguard slight hiatus. Hardcore run here. We're full on go here, but I could die tonight. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? It's a hardcore run. Like anything is possible. I kind of want to move this to 2.8 nightlies. I really want to move this to 2.8 nightlies so I can use those new blocks, but if this world got bricked from some like nightly problem, I would be heartbroken. So I can't really do that with a good conscience. So this kind of has to stay on 272 or maybe a 273 until 2.8 is stable. And that sucks because I really, really want to use 2.8 stuff in this build as well, but maybe hardcore in 2.8 is season 4 of hardcore, and season 3 begins and ends, you know, in 2.7, like pre 2.8. So I have a lot to think about in a lot of different directions. But then the other thing that I was going to say is I'm going to shamelessly steal your guys' idea, and I'm going to try to hack together GTNH 2.8 nightly plus a stable build of Twist Space and see if I can have that kind of experience as well. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I am technically inclined, but only to a certain extent. I'm not going to overestimate my potential here. This is going to help a lot. Yeah, exactly. That's going to be really difficult because it's going to be which nightly plus which build of Twist. I'm not that good. That's actually like outside of my wheelhouse, but I'm hoping that I can sneak around and ask some of the other big brain nerds in the community if anything of that nature might be possible. Yeah, I know they are super unstable, which is why it was just probably going to be like a short-term thing, or just like a play around thing where I could like jump in with some creative building and make some nice things. Yeah, I wanted to get I came over here for a reason. I'm also going to load up these, but I came over here for a reason. But yeah, what is up, my dude? Sean, you're a cool dude. Sean is a member of Vanguard. Hopefully we get to play again together. Whether or not it's there or somewhere else, I like Sean. He's a good dude. Let's see. Yeah, let's just go ahead and put these in here too. Might as well. Let's get some iron and put that in there as well. I don't have a clue what I went out there for. I'll remember it in 5 minutes. Certainly not trying to walk in one direction until nightfall and in the stream. No. Certainly not. Yeah, here we go. That's. Now, do I have any iron? And then let me I need to do Vin showed me that there's a thing that you could do to uncompress all of this all of this BS in NEI. Dude, the backporting is real. Sean, you might have missed it, but like a switch got flipped in my brain while I was watching the Vin and Cat, and I went from like I can't wait to use these things to I'm not going to build without these things. Like I'm full on like I'm already sold. I'm already full on 2.8 nerd. I cannot wait. EFR is my new favorite mod. I haven't even used it yet. Man. So I don't know what I'm going to do along those lines. But yeah, I'm going to play around with a nightly, and I would love to do a nightly plus twist, even though I do admit that it's going to be difficult and maybe impossible to get it to work right. That's why those are going to be kind of temporary things or more like experimental things. I might just build a little keep or a little like evil overlord's lair would be nice with the blackstone and the nylium and the soul lanterns would be, dude, that would hit so hard. Do like the warped nylium and blackstone and the blue lanterns. Oh yeah. Throw in a little bit of fully oxidized copper for a different look. Have like a blue green teal palette. Oh my god! Like I'm just dreaming right now. I can't wait to get into this stuff. So good. Like I'm sitting here. I should be doing Steam stuff in here, and I'm dreaming about 2.8. Oh man, what am I doing? All right, so let's see. Coal boiler. We're gonna make a few of these real quick. So it's just this iron furnace bricks. Do we have iron furnace? Probably not. We could make some. Let's see. T. We do not. Okay. Iron plate then. Which iron plate are we doing? I like the aquamarine with oxidized copper. Oh, dude, that would be so neat. Prismarine would probably look good in that palette too. Yeah. Or is it called aquamarine in EFR? I might be tripping. I haven't taken a look at it. But yeah, I was already thinking about dark prismarine, and there's another block from I used to play a pack called Dark RPG, and it had I can't remember the name of the block. It might have even been called Vintium. It might have been called Vintium, but it was a deep black block with some like hunter green striping through it. It almost had a birch-like texture with the striping, if you can think of that. I would love to see something like that, and I would use some of that stuff in a build with that palette. All right. I need to stop dawdling. I guess I'm looking for iron by hand. I might have to make some iron. Am I really? Okay, so Past Me was kind of a D-bag. Past Me looks like he used all of the iron, didn't cook up any more. What a noob. Man, really? What is this? No, vanadium. That's vanadium. Okay. I'm also gonna have to look up limonite. You know what I hate about so I kind of like mech. Mech has an interesting 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x ore processing setup, which makes me feel a little bit like, and this is a very big stretch, you guys. So give me some rope on this. but the mechanism ore processing upgrade scenario feels to me a little bit like a Greg Tech thing, where you install the 2x, and then you have to build like 3 more machines to do the 3x, and then you have to build like 15 more machines to do the 4x, and then you need like 50 more machines to do the 5x or whatever stupid amount it is. And then you got the factories, which kind of take the idea of the simple blocks and multiply their output, which kind of give me a multi-block feel, so to speak. But with that being said, the most nasty, cancerous, hateful, hurtful part of Mechanism are the solar evap towers, and how you have to spam like 100 solar evaps to get any amount of in-game throughput on brine or lithium production. Absolutely cancerous part of the mod. It should be deleted, like, and yeeted into the sun. I hated that so much. I hated evap spam. Yeah, you guys know. Y'all already know. Yeah, when I was building my 50th and my 60th evap tower, wondering what I was doing with my life, thinking about the next pack that I'm gonna play. Oh my god. Yes. So Mechanism, fix your game, and I would be a real like full on fan. But fix your game. So I got limonite. I've got magnetite. What's the other early game iron? Pyrite. Chalco. All right. So we have basically nothing for ore. Okay. Good to know. All right, so we're going to macerate. This is redstone. No, we don't need you right now, Mr. Redstone. We're going to macerate you. And then, yeah, we've got steam, so we're going to use this forge hammer as well. We're going to start doing some of this. Mineral sands. Sean, my dude, you're amazing. My hero, granitic and basaltic. I almost said balsamic. Oh man. Maybe I need an energy drink. Woo. If somebody adds balsamic mineral sands, I will distill it into vinegar. Yeah, coffee time for sure. Oh, jeez. Oh, good times. You needed the lithium for the this. Wasn't it like there wasn't a critical part of the solar panel or the I can't think of the names of anything. It's been like 2 years since I used Mechanism, no lie. But it was the it was something. There was something that you had to make in like industrial quantities at end game Mechanism, and I just don't remember what it is. It might have been those neutron solar evaporators or whatever it is. The huge batteries. Oh yeah, the Matrix or whatever it's called. Dude, the Matrix is freaking awesome. I wish the LSC in Greg Tech was a little bit more like the Matrix from Mechanism, but that's probably the only thing that Mechanism did better, in my opinion. Mechanism, the Matrix and Mechanism could probably stand to get some 64 amp dynamo hatches for sure, but but otherwise amazing. The because you could make the storage and then also the thorough puts. So I would always just make like, at the very beginning, I would make one thorough put and then keep upgrading that one while I was adding storage, and then I would just multiply the thorough put at the end. It was fantastic. Yeah, you guys, we're gonna, all of us nerds here are gonna have to get together and play one of these dumb, mindless non-GTNH packs. I think the collective nerdicity in this chat could end game any one of those other packs in a week. I would put an over under on like 5 days on anything from like PO3 Kappa to any of the Skyblocks to E2E to any of the RPG packs, any of the other things, any non-GTNH. We'd probably